just very quickly to introduce our coordinators that will present both project MONALISA and TERRASAFE at the beginning of the meeting. Myself, I am Francesca Assennato from ISPRA, Italian Institute for Environmental Protection. I will be with you this morning, hopefully in coming months and years, to work together in this community of knowledge and practice on land degradation and desertification. It's time to introduce Giovanna Seddaiu from University of Sassari. She's the coordinator of Project MONALISA, and I leave you the floor for introducing us. Thank you.
I'm Giovanna Seddaiu, the project coordinator of the MONALISA project. That is entitled Monitoring and Assessing Prevention and Restoration Solutions to Combat Desertification. The MONALISA project was funded within an Horizon Europe call that was dedicated on innovations to combat desertification. We started on the 1st of September last year, and the project will last 48 months. The coordinator of this project is the Desertification Research Center of the University of Sassari in Italy. And the consortium includes 20 partners, 8 from Italy, 3 from Greece, 2 from Spain, 1 from Denmark, 1 from Romania, 1 from Serbia, 2 from France, and 2 from Tunisia. Then we have also 2 affiliated partners from Switzerland that are receiving funds directly from the Swiss government. We have also 6 Mediterranean case studies, and the project includes 6 work packages. The main objectives of the project are to identify, showcase, and promote the expansion of innovative, tailored, and socioeconomic and environmentally effective solutions to prevent and reverse land degradation and desertification, and also to provide and develop an effective methodological framework to assess and monitor land degradation and desertification risk in the European and Mediterranean drylands at different spatial scales, from case study scale to landscape and territorial and country scale. In the project MONALISA, we have 6 Mediterranean case studies. 2 are in Italy, 1 in Spain, 1 in Greece, 1 in Tunisia, and 1 in Palestine. We identified these case studies across a gradient of aridity and socio-ecological conditions. These case studies are facing a range of challenges, like land use intensification and abandonment, with consequent increase in wildfire risk and soil degradation, water scarcity, and loss of organic matter and fertility and soil fertility due, for example, to common agricultural practices or land use change, soil erosion, biodiversity loss, and ecosystem degradation. All these 6 Mediterranean case studies have been already started within other initiatives and previous projects, and during the MONALISA project we would like to test different solutions to combat land degradation and desertification, and also to enhance and to scale up and scale out the use of these solutions to other areas or to more farmers and land managers. The key results of the project are to design, implement, and assess innovative solutions to prevent and reverse land degradation and desertification. And we identified 5 groups of solutions that we want to test and implement and scale up and scale out during the project, that are innovative grazing systems, like the use of adaptive multi-paddock grazing systems, the use of organic fertilizers and amendments like the use of lime or biochar, a combination of the two. And also some water-related solutions like these traditional water harvesting techniques in Tunisia. Conservation agricultural practices like minimum tillage, zero tillage, the use of cover crops, for example. And also another group of solution is about a natural ecosystem and agroecosystem restoration. These solutions will be innovated also through the development of digital innovations, and among these innovations, we would like to develop one web-based decision support systems composed by 4 modules, one on fertilization, one on irrigation and water management, one on grazing systems, and one on natural habitat restoration. And we have a private company, Agricolus, a small medium enterprise that is especially dedicated to this kind of decision support system. Another important key result is the development of a European and Mediterranean desertification risk information system. So we want to develop a methodological framework for monitoring and assessing desertification risk, from which we will obtain 45 maps at 100 meters resolution of sensitivity to land degradation and desertification, land degradation and desertification status, and hotspots for 15 European countries. How we are going to do this? Focusing on environmental, social, and economic data, and integrating health observation satellite data with the thematic data at different spatial scales, and also through the development of a knowledge community with over 300 scientific and technical stakeholders to share knowledge on land degradation and desertification issues, and also supporting upscaling and exploitation. Thank you.
Now I leave the floor to Jakob Keizer. He's from University of Aveiro, and he is the coordinator of the sister project TERRASAFE. Jakob, the floor is yours.
Good morning to everybody. Nice to see all of you here. So I'm going to give a very short presentation about TERRASAFE, which I'm coordinating. Please, next slide. Just to say, we have a strong focus on a multi-actor approach. So TERRASAFE, like MONALISA, was founded on this specific call, which focused on innovations to prevent and combat desertification with a strong emphasis on the impacts. So in the case of TERRASAFE, we hope to achieve impacts through the innovations that we will be testing in the field. And if they are environmentally effective and economically viable, we hope to so-called TERRASAFE certify them. Once they are certified, the idea is to get impact through the implementation beyond the scale that we will be testing by the pilot site farmers, also adoption by other pilot area farmers, and adoption outside our pilot area farmers, for example, through policy recommendations. A key issue here is also the development of business plans for the innovation partners, about which I will say a little bit more in a second. The second way we are hoping to get impact is through the methodologies and tools that we will be developing, and we envisage them that they can be used by other communities that are facing the threats of desertification. So the idea is that our tools and so forth can be taken up. Yes, next slide, please. So in terms of innovations, we have a strong focus on SMEs that have developed innovations which are on the market or close to the market. There are nature-based solutions involving biohydrogel, techno-soils, biochar, and compost. In the case of the compost, it's also a social solution because it involves, in fact, a compost community. And we also have a technological solution through sensoring. Next slide, please. So in our project, it's all about five innovation partners, also 5 pilot areas, which represent different types of main desertification threats. So in the Italian case study, we are focusing on depopulation, and we have a slightly different approach, and I won't say much about it today. In the other cases, in Romania, we are looking into afforestation of abandoned croplands. In Cyprus, we are dealing with cereal fields where the problem is related with soil organic matter decline. In Tunisia, we are looking to mature date palm plantations in which there is a problem with soil salinization. And in the case of Spain, we are handling new carob tree plantations, which are actually being implemented as a solution for water scarcity issues. Next slide, please. So in terms of progress of the project, we started in June, so a little bit before MONALISA. We have started implementing our multi-actor approach, and the partner from the Cyprus Institute, coordinated by Adriana, who is also here today, developed a GIS app for integrated desertification assessment. And there are two main indicators. They are related with water use efficiency and production. And the idea is that in each of the pilot areas, we are selecting the indicator which is most suitable to have an idea of the trend in terms of desertification, so declining, stable or increasing. And then, please, next, the idea is to use these maps to do a field validation, what we call, it's based on WOCAT, and it's called a field and farmer surveying, in which we interact with the farmers in these different areas that we will be selecting, with as one of the ultimate goals to have 5 pilot sites in each pilot area, where we then will be testing the selected innovations. And that's it for me. Just please slow the last slide with all the links to the sites and the whole partnership, which is 18 partners. So thank you for your time.
So good morning also by my side. My name is Francesca Assennato. I am from ISPRA, the Institute of Environmental Protection and Research in Italy. And I am really glad to introduce the MONALISA Community of Knowledge core group and TERRASAFE Community of Practice. That is the object of our meeting today. Let me go to answer the first question, that is why communities on this topic. We need to address challenges related to land degradation and desertification, especially in Mediterranean and European context. And this is our object, to connect people around this topic, to share knowledge and discussing on land degradation and desertification. We really want to promote joint activities, proposal and initiative on the topic, within the group of the communities, and support project results scaling out and exploitation, of course, from both the two projects, and also to share the collection of resources supporting the soil mission objectives. How are we going to build these two communities? We have two projects with two communities with a very similar structure and objectives. As you can see in this picture, we, as MONALISA project, we are a multi-level community involving scientific experts, policymakers, and practitioners in a 3-level community. The core member, you being here today, the community of interest that involve more general stakeholders with an active contribution, and the general stakeholder level that is to connect somehow a more general audience, but not directly involved actively in the project. The same, TERRASAFE, adopting the community of practice approach, designed a community with a core group, active group, and occasional, peripheral, and transactional levels. We, as MONALISA, we designed to have several ways of communication of this community outside. One is the forum on the MONALISA website, Aveiro. And the second is the MONALISA Information Hub that in which we'll store all informations, documents, and resources that will be discussed and produced. This structure of the community is meant to involve people with different levels of activity in the project. As you can see, the core group members are meant to help shape and direct the community and support the dissemination of results. So a very active participation in and with the project. While the community of interest is a more occasional participation, maybe on selected topics or activities, while the general stakeholders are only connected to access resources. Which activities we foresee for this community of knowledge of MONALISA project and to be shared with TERRASAFE project in the most part. The first is really important for the knowledge community. This is to discuss in knowledge groups. And today we will have a first selection of topics. The second is co-organize conference sessions and events to share and to between the two projects and between members of the core community. And this is to start to work together and create a common view, a common results. The third is to produce joint publications, to research proposals and policy brief, of course, supporting decision making. And also, last but not least, advice and feedback on projects results, both from MONALISA and TERRASAFE projects. We have three kinds of events already established in the MONALISA project. In particular, the cafe talks. They will be twice a year webinars by MONALISA project. The first one will be in May 2025 and on selected topics, and the community have to decide which topic to speak about. The second is the annual open calls for young researchers. This is a really important part of the activities of the community devoted to young people, and to highlight their results, to help them, but also to engage them in discussions and in this production of the two projects supporting the soil mission. So we really want to engage young researchers because they will be the future of this topic inside the soil mission future. And also we will have an update to the community with news and other means. We developed terms of reference for this core group. So it was already shared. We think that the core group role is mainly to provide advice on project results and methodologies, but also facilitate connection with other relevant communities and networks on land degradation and desertification, while supporting the scaling out and exploitation, and to stimulate the discussion and activities within the community. What we expect from core group members is to at least attend to the annual online community meeting, to participate in at least 2 of the biannual cafe talks I introduced before, and to provide news and stories to be shared within the community, coming from your research, from your experience. Then, on a voluntary base, an effort base, we ask you to participate in meetings and events, of course, to propose and participate in the knowledge groups, to support the organization of the annual call for young researchers, and to co-organize conferences, sessions, and events, as I told before, joint publication, policy brief, and also to give us feedback and recommendation about the main project outputs as needed. This is a very short timetable for this first year and beyond. As I told, we will have the first cafe talk on May, and the second will be in October 25. The open call for young researchers will be the same in May 2025. And we have already established some conference sessions. The first one will be in the EGU conference in Vienna on 28th of April. We have a joint session from MONALISA and TERRASAFE projects. The second opportunity is the GEO Global Forum in Rome, and we will participate in a very large session on land degradation that is under organization. And we will have the joint organization by MONALISA and TERRASAFE and JRC, as they suggested, in a form of webinar for the 17th of June celebration. And in addition, for 2026 and 27, we will have a European major conference on desertification and Mediterranean suggested by JRC in Brussels, and on 2027, the first meeting in presence of the communities in Rome. And I really want to thank you for your attention by all the staff from ISPRA, so by myself, Francesca Assennato, Anna Luise, Giordana De Vendictis, and Claudia Delfini. Thank you very much.